So hello everyone. Good evening. So I am here in front of you, inside of your cell phone to report about the family. So the course code is SW204, Social Environment and Social Work. First, let me present to you the outline of this report. So first is the family definition, assumptions of the family, constitutional provision of family, marriage, family rules, nature of residence, authority, recent trends, function of the family, types and structure of the family. So before that, my objective for tonight is for you to understand the meaning of family based on laws, household arrangement, and the important roles families play in society, and also to explore the different types and structures of families, such as nuclear, extended, and single-parent families, and how they function in our everyday life, Now, first, let's discuss about the family. So, family is, according to this definition, is a basic social unit consisting of parents and their children, considered as a group, whether dwelling together or not. So, this definition is a good starting point, but there are several modern family structures that are excluded by this definition, such as LGBT couples, childless couples, and other variation of family unit. So I encountered the different definition of family. So it states that family is two or more people that sharing goals and values, have long-term commitment to one another, and reside usually in the same dwelling. So two or more people nga sharing og ideas, goals, values, and even cultures to one another. And usually yun ka nang gauban sila sa pagpuyo, sa pagpuloy-anan. Now, for you, pag makadungog mog family, para sa inyo unsa ang family? Or unsay basis ninyo para matawag siya usa ka pamilya? Or unsa inyong basihan para makaingon mo, ay, usa na siya ka pamilya or usa na siya ka family? So, let me get your answers by next week man ata. Okay, let's move to assumptions of the family. So, pag makadungog tag family, ang kanunay na mahuna-hunan is family is a nuclear family, meaning triangular. So, mama, papa, anak, or baig, laki, dayon. A man and a woman din, anak. Or, pag makadungog po ta og husband, or lalaki nga bana, or kay makaingon tag head sa family, or siya gyud ang kanang head sa pamilya nga naay full authority in the family. So kuan siya kanang siya ang income earner, the main provider. Pag makadungog pud ta og kanang wife or mama or mother, ang ato din ma-assume gyud permanente kay housewife or provide kanang homemaker for the children, considered to be the lighthouse or ilaw ng tahanan sa Filipino families. Kay ang atog yung una pag si mama ilaw ng tahanan gyud na siya. So the wife is responsible in all housekeeping activities, taking care of children, planning of meals, and budgeting of the income of the family. Now let's move to Article 15 of 1987 Philippine Constitution, or constitutionalized provision of the family. So Section 1, the states recognize the Filipino family as the foundation of the nation. Accordingly, it shall strengthen its solidarity and actively promotes its total development. Now, according to this Philippine Constitution and Section 1, ang family kuno kay isa ka essential nga kanang butang para makabuild og kanang strong country. So, ingon po dira nga ang government kuno kay nang will work to protect families and help them mag-grow ang isa ka family, dili lang siya kanang economically but emotionally og socially pod siguro. Okay. Basta mura na og nasamtan nira. Then correct me if I'm wrong na lang. And then Section 2, marriage as an inviolable social institution, meaning it should be respected and protected. It is the foundation of the family and shall be protected by the state or by the government. So, ang ang marriage kuno kay ginatan-aw sa atong gobyerno as usa ka importante nga parte sa isa ka pamilya. So, ang government or ang state kay mag-create siya og laws, programs, policies to protect the stability of the marriage and encourage families to stay together. Okay, let's move to marriage according to revised family code or the EO Executive Order 209 Article 1. Marriage is a special contract of permanent union between a man and a woman entered into in accordance with law for the establishment of conjugal and family life. It is the foundation of the family and an inviolable social institution whose nature, consequences, and incidents are governed by law and not subject to stipulation, except that marriage settlements may fix the property relations during the marriage within the limits provided by this code or by this law. So, ang marriage kuno kay kanang legal agreement or legal contract between a man and a woman to live together as a family for the rest of their life. Now, according to this, marriage is protected by law and considered very important in the society. So, the law decides the rules and responsibilities that come with marriage. Then, ang mag-asawa, kay makahimo sila o kanang agreement or contract about sa kwarta or sa ilaang property, pero within the limits of this code lang or by this law, according to Executive Order 209. Now, let's move into cohabitation. So, cohabitation is the state of living together and having a sexual relationship without being married or living together outside of marriage. Now, another term is cohabitation refers to a living arrangement where two people in a romantic relationship live together without being legally married. It often involves couples sharing a household, financial responsibilities, and possibly raising children. However, they do not have the formal legal rights or protections that come with marriage undiscovered by specific agreements of civil union laws. So, ang kalahian sa cohabitation of married life is kanang ang married or ang marriage kay protected by law. Ang cohabitation is kanang live-in partner lang bitaw nimo nga kanang wala mo'y kanang agreement kay di ba ang marriage kay agreement man siya. So ang cohabitation is nag-live-in mo without the protection of the law. So meaning kung unsay kanang naa sa imong partner nga kung married pa mo pwede yung taninyo tungaon, wala kay rights nga makigtunga because of dili man mo kasado or kanang dili mo legal nga magtiayon. Next is now, marriage in patriarchy is a system in which power and authority are arbitrarily vested in the male head of the household. So, sa patriarchy marriage, ang lalaki gyud ang naay full authority. So, ang lalaki ang naay power o siya gyud pud ang murag magpalihok sa tanan ba. Now, let's move into equal partner marriage, a more democratic form in which both husband and wife contribute to the family's economic resources, share authority and decision making, and work together in child rearing. So, kung sa patriarchy, ang lalaki ra ang ga-provide og kanang say tawag ani food, clothing, or ga-provide gyud sa pamilya, kanang siya ra gyud ang naatanan pati authority, ang trabaho sa babayi sa patriarchy nga marriage kay mo atong nakasanayan nga naara sa balay ang mama, tigbantay sa bata. In the equal partner marriage kay more on democratic form kanang equal ang lalaki, equal ang babayi sa resources, economic resources, magbayad sa bills, sa authority, sa decision making, og ang pagpadako sa bata. Walay ingon nga kay babayi man, moray tigugas og plato, no. Sa equal partner marriage kay contribute silang duha, equal sila, pantay. Now let's move to family rules. So exogamy, rules that is specifying that a person must marry outside a particular group. Ang exogamy kay kanang bitawng magpakasal ka within gawa sa imong grupo nga naandan. For example, kanang Katoliko ka tapos nagminyo ka og born again, or Katoliko ka naminyo ka og other religion, so outside of the group naman na siya, so makonsider na siya og exogamy. Then endogamy, rules that marriage must be within a particular group. So kabaliktaran ng endogamy sa exogamy. Ang kanunay gud nato gina-practice aning endogamy, ang kanunay nga ga-practice aning endogamy kay kita. Filipinos ay most of the Filipinos practice endogamy. So meaning kanang the custom of marrying only within the limits of local community, clan or tribe. So kung Katoliko ka, magbinyo po kag Katoliko lang. Kung member ka sa usa ka tribe, so ang imo pong pakaslan katura pong member sa imo ang tribe. Okay, let's move into preferential marriage rules. So, levirate or levirati, I don't know how to pronounce that one. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, a man marries widow of a deceased brother. Or in other words, or in other term, a man marries his deceased brother's wife. So, sa ato, pagibinyuan sa lalaki, ang asawa sa iyang namatay nga igsuon. Ginahimo daw na nila to practice, they practice that to remain the resources within the family. So ang ilang resources ba naara sa pamilya, dili na mo gawa sa lain. Wow. So next, let's move to sororate or sororati. So when a man's wife dies, her sister is given to him as a wife. So in other words, a woman marries his deceased sister's husband. So kabaliktaran siya sa levirati. Then it is practiced to strengthen ties between the families of the wife and husband and to ensure the alliance between the two continues. Para kuno dili mabungkag ang kanang alliance sa isig ka pamilya. Next is number of spouses. All societies have rules about how many spouses a person can have at one time. So first is monogamous family. This type of family consists of one husband and wife. In other words, single husband and a single wife living together to form monogamous family. Under this family system, neither husband nor wife can have more than one life partner. So this is kanang most common type of family, kanang monogamy family. Isa lang pwede ang ilang asawa, isa ka ba na isa ra pod ka asawa. So ang polygamy is kabaliktaran, a rule allowing more than one spouse. So kanunay ang ga-practice ani are Muslim brothers and sisters. So ang polygamy is a term sa pwede siya babae, pwede pod siya lalaki. Kung ingon po tag polyandry, a rule permitting a woman to have more than a husband at a time. So, ang polygamy is general, babae, lalaki. Ang polyandry is specific siya nga form of family. So, a form of kanang family, a rule permitting a woman to have more than one husband at a time. So, meaning, ang babae pwede magminyo o bisag kapila. Now, let's move into nature of residence. So, residence is said to determine the quality and quantity of interaction with relatives, for it has something to do with or who is lived with or whom, which would logically affect the pattern of socialization among and or family members. So first is patrilocal family. In this type of family, after marriage, the wife goes and lives in the family of her husband. As such, the families in this kind of family is based on patrilocal residence. So, This is also known as very local family. So in the patrilocal family, inighuman sa kasal ang babayi mopuyo siya sa pamilya
sa iyang bana.
Og ang matrilocal family is kabaliktaran, is the opposite of patrilocal family. After the marriage, ang husband may mupuyo sa house sa iyang asawa. So patrilocal family is also known as auxililocal family. Next is neolocal family. So it is when the married couple after the marriage, so paghuman sa kasal, nag-establish sila og new place and became independent. Wala sila ni puyo sa side sa bana ug side sa asawa, naglahi sila ilaha independently. Next, the bilocal family, kay kung ang patrilokal kay ang babayi mo puyo dito sa lalaki, ang matrilokal kay ang lalaki mo puyo dito sa side sa babayi, ang neolocal family kay nag-independent sila, meaning naglahi sila. Ang bilocal family, puli-puli. After sa kasal, pwede sila maagto sa balay sa lalaki o vice versa pod, pwede pod sila maagto sa balay sa babayi. Now, the avin-co-local family is nakalahi po niya kay paghuman sa kasal, dito sila mupuyo sa maternal side or sa uncle nila sa mama. Sa babae lagi, sa mama. Igsoon sa mama or sa maternal side sa mama. Igsoon sa mama. Dito sila mupuyo. Next is ancestry or descendant or descent. So first is patrilineal family. This family descent is traced to the father of the ancestry, determined on the basis of male line, or the father is known as patrilineal family. In this type of family system, the property and the family name, etc. is inherited through the male line. This is the most common type of family. So sa ato pa, ang patrilineal family kay nagabase sa lalaki na side. So kung ang inheritance o kanang ikahabilin kay dito gid siya mapadulong sa lalaki nga line, so or kamagwangan nga lalaki mo na kanunay nato na andan ko ikaw kamagwangan nga lalaki sa imo ibilin ang katigayunan. Sunod naman kay ang matrilineal family. So ang patrilineal sa lalaki nga part, ang matrilineal kay sa babae nga part. Opposite siya sa patrilineal. The ancestry of such family is traced through the mother of the female line. So sa babae gid siya nga part. Ang babae ang ga-enjoy sa rights of property ug ang inheritance. Kung gikan sa mama, instead nga sa anak nga lalaki, dito mapadulong sa anak nga babayi. Kung sa patrilineal nga family pod, gikan sa papa, dito mapadulong sa iyang anak nga lalaki. Now, bilineal family, it is a type of family where the descent is traced through both the father and the mother. So both sila ang duha gauban. Kanunay. Now let's move to authority. Now, authority patriarchal, the oldest male, usually the father, has the control over the other members. So, balik-balik na tani pag mintag patriarchal or patriarchy, ang male or ang mga lalaki ang naay power to control over the other members. Excuse me. Matriarchal, kabaliktaran sa patriarchal, ang mama or ang babayi ang naay full authority. Then, equalitarian, this is where the most Filipino are classified. Although the husband is generally referred to as the head, the wife is in charge with the money in the organization in the house and its affair. So kung ang lalaki nang na itrabaho, i-remit niya dito sa iyang asawa, ug ang asawa dayon ang mag-organize or mag-budget sa income nga niabot. And then matricentric, prolonged absence of father gives the mother authority. So kung wala na ang papa out of the picture, kung dugay na wala nagpakita ang papa, mabalhin dito sa mama ang authority. Now, recent trends in family life. Kung sa una, wives even mothers Sa karon, wives, even mothers with small children are increasingly likely to be employed outside the home. Marriages are likely to end with divorce. Ay, nagsugod sa ta sa pinakauna. Ang mga asawa karon, bisan pag nanay mga gagmayng bata, manarbaho na. Di pareha sa una nga housewife lang yun sa gagmay pa ang mga baby. Ang kasal karon nga panahon most likely to end kanang mag-separate ba. Dili wala na kayo nagdugay kung kasado mo karon, wala na kayo nagdugay ang kasal kay more likely nga magbulag. Kanang mas daghan na pud karon ang kanang mga single parent families, kanang mga solo parents. And then kanang nabali na pud karon nga ang bana na ang naa sa balay, ang asawa na ang nangitag trabaho. So variation in the structure of family life, two-parent and married couple families, the one-parent family as a result of death or parent separation, unwed pregnancy, step families, cohabiting couples, two unrelated adults of opposite sex living together outside of marriage, gay and lesbian couples, single persons, assume roles and responsibilities, meaning solo parents, sila lang yun isa ang nagpadako sa ilang pamilya, nag-provide sa ilang pamilya. Now, next. So, function of the family. First is regulate sexual behavior in its unit for reproduction. So, ang family kuno provides a socially accepted way for people to have a sexual relationship. Accepted way for people to have a sexual relationship. Second is performs the function of biological maintenance, meaning family making sure that family members have food, shelter, clothing, and safety. Then, they support each other's health through care in sickness, emotional support, or creating stable environment for raising healthy children. Next is the family is the chief agency for socializing the child. So, family is the main place or ang pinakaunag yun where the children learns how to behave, interact, or live in a society. Parents and families members teaches children values, norms, language, social skills. The family helps shape a child's belief, attitudes, and understanding of what is right or wrong. So, magsugod yun ang tanan sa family, sa pagpadako sa bata. Nagsugod yun siya tanan sa family. Then, the family give its members status. So, meaning, family helps establish a person's social position, identity. So, kung ang sa katawo is part of the family, they often share the family's reputation. Kung nailhan mo nga dato po lang panlantaw sa imo. This can influence how others see them in a society, including the respect, roles, and responsibilities. Example, kung ang pamilya kay known na sila nga ng mga successful or mga buutan, ug mao pud dayon ang ma-view sa society sa member ang nga family. Next is it is an important mechanism for social control. So, have you remembered the social control theory nga kanang elements or four elements nga kanang to deter people from committing a crime. So, isa ang family kung wala kay attachment sa imong family or wala kay bond, much more likely nga makakommit ka og crime. So, it is an important mechanism for social control. Ang family, kung naa kay attachment sa imong family, naay mo deter sa imo from committing a crime or a deviant behavior. So, other functions such as economic, educational, recreational, religious, and political. So, family provides economic or often work together to earn money and manages resources to provide financial support and share expenses. and teach children how to handle money. So when in terms of education or educational, families are the first teachers, showing children basic skills like talking and walking and good behavior. So this also help with schoolwork and teach important life lessons. So sorry for the notifications. So let's move to recreational. So families provide fun and relaxation by spending time together through activities, playing games, traveling, or celebrating and special occasions. Even pagsimba, it's considered a kanang recreational activities for families. Picnics, going out together, spending time together, dungan og kaon, that's considered a recreational activities. And then religious, families often teach belief, values, and spiritual practices. They may go to place, worship together, and follow certain traditions based on their faith. So, ang religious sa usa ka bata or nagsugod yun na siya sa pamilya, pasa generation by generation. And then, it depends on the child kung sundo na niya or namagay sometimes nga kanang wala siya ni uyon din mangita siya og another. Pero, pamayon kag religion sa isa ka tawo is nagsugod yun na siya sa family. So, next is types of families. The traditional or the nuclear family. Mao ni ang common type of family. Diri gyud, the traditional structures consisting of husband and wife, two parents along with children, biological or adopted, married men and women with their offspring, or not even married. Extended family consists of two or more people either related by blood or marriage with positive dynamics. Such family consists of several members such aunts, uncles, grandparents, or close family and friends. So, relate kay taani, kay atong family kay extended to the extent. So, nagpuyo uban ang lula, ang uncle, ang auntie, mga igagaw. Mao na ang extended family. So, next is single parent family. Consists of single parent raising one or more children, thus resulting to a unique family dynamics. So, mao ni siya ang mga solo parents na to na nag-provide para sa ilang family. And then, for our conclusion, so families are shaped by laws, household setups, and the roles they play in society, whether it's nuclear, extended, or parent family. Each type has its own way of supporting and caring for its members. So families provide love, guidance, and a sense of belonging, helping people grow and stay connected. A family can be defined in many ways as through blood relationship. So, tawag mong family kung naamoy blood relationship, kasal mo, or nag-uban mong duha, bisag di mo kasado, or even emotional bonds, kanang gusto kay mong emotional bonds or emotional attachment sa sugusa. So, pag may putag marriage, ang marriage kay ang cohabitation, ang marriage kay ang legal contract that gives couples formal rights such as inheritance and tax benefits. So, in contrast or in the other hand, ang cohabitation kay living together without being legally married or outside of marriage, making it easier to separate but offering fewer legal protection. So, kung di mo kasado, wala kaayoy law nga kanang ga-protect sa inyo ha. Unless sa marriage nga naagyoy protection gikan sa law or naagyoy law para sa marriage. And then, both types of relationships are meaningful. It is important that all families receive equal supports and recognition no matter how they are built. So, importante kayo nga ihatagan natog equal support og recognition og respect ang bisag unsa nga family family whether kasado sila dili or emotional bond lang ba sila or kanang nag-uban lang sila without relation, not blood related, rather. That's all for tonight's reporting. Sana naamoy natutunan. Bye! Thank you for listening. kuan day na day time to engage. So kuan na ni siya. Pass the pen. That's the end of the slide. Hope you're doing well. Good night. Thank you.